First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. But tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. A little juke and a decent return out to the 27-yard line. We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Lions defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
7 yards there and a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. On play action, McCarthy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
15 yards. That's good. For the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Lions had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go tonight. White 20. Twos. Hey, shell.
Gone. And that is incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
180.
Now it's gone. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Here we go. What's that?
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To the air with McCarthy. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Pacheco gets in, tries the left side. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On play action. Now McCarthy. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Right 20.
There's Goff. That one caught. It's Horton. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard
They
line.
had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. So a 2nd NFL interception for him, and he is looking the part here in year 1.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. But this young man has potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was, and he'll stay on the field on most downs.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. He's on his way. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Lions 3. Will Reichard to kick off for
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
We go to the Black 20.
Goff now looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Super 1. You ready to spin? Get ready to spin. Dula. Turbo.
To throw is Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man, that's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Hey, 76! 70 turbos!
Goff now to throw. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Torrey Horton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's into the hands of Oliver. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Here we go, set! Panther 60, Panther 60. 69 grip, 69 grip. Buffalo 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
12. Tiger, Tiger.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Will Lakers picking off for the Vikings.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 34.
120.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield to spot it at the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Super one. Super 1-8. What's up?
Handoff now to Gibbs. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Ka'imi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. He's still on his feet. How about this? He's to the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Isaiah Pacheco, 82 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Lions 17.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
24-yard
line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 40.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 66 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's second and 3.
We go tonight.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake, and it's gone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Gibbs on the toss left. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Super 66. What's up?
Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
Value 1.
It's 4th down.
Value 3. Value 3. He's moving. Hold on. Check.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. This is caught by Williams. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now Goff. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 60 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will tie us at 24.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
We go tonight. 12, 180.
After the interception, here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good. Florida Lions, first down.
Here's Goff. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
14.
Goff throwing again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Gone. He'll try to do it himself. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Over the middle and complete to Addison. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. And now another one thrown incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And they finally do get it, but not before he reaches the 27. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A first carry down. This is Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
20.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
20.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. Tiger. What's that?
Back to throw. Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Vikings.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Lions 24. Bill Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on 2nd. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Goff. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Here we go. Viking 18. Check. Hurt. Ready.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Go.
Handoff now
for Pacheco.
And he stopped immediately there. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd and 9.
19, Tiger, 19. Come on. Hey, double up. 19, Tiger, 19.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
McCarthy off the play fake.
A dump off for Mason. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Vikings, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll be able to enjoy this one